Has it been South Africa this far?
Awesome. We've been having the greatest time. We were in Cape Town for a couple of days. Got to do a lot of sights and got to go to the beach and soak up the entire, I don't know, aura of that place. So it's a blast. Great food. So now we're here, and we really didn't get a chance to experience much here yet. But tomorrow we're going to Lion Park.
Oh, awesome, man.
Pet the cubs.
Yeah. Rest of the big ones.
We're excited. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Black.
We heard it was less of a lion sanctuary and more of a horse recycling plant.
That's the way, man. I mean, the horse meat's got to go somewhere. Apparently, they're not allowed to go into supermarkets anymore.
Right.
What are you to do? And how was the show and the response for you guys last night? How did it feel?
Fantastic. We had a great time. Audience was super into it and participated. That's what we love the most, is when people get into it and raise their hands and clap and stuff like that.
Yeah,
couldn't ask for a better crowd.
And it's cool because getting such a huge name like you guys out here, I saw so many people tears in their eyes and stuff.
All right. Well, I mean, we feel very fortunate. Band for 15 years, the first time we've been able to come over, and I don't know too many bands that do have the chance to come over, so it's an honor for us to be here. We're just really excited.
Awesome. The new album, how's the touring been going? How's the last year been?
Long. We've actually been touring for about 2 years now. We did the Alive or Just Breathing 10th anniversary tour, and then rolled it right into the Disarm This Ascent tour. So Jesse's getting a workout.
Yeah, that's
being
cool.
back in the band now.
Yeah, deep end, man.
But the raddest part is, we've been doing it for 15 years at this point, and we're seeing things through his eyes. He's got a fresh perspective on everything.
And I guess it creates new hope or new excitement in a way.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can see things through his eyes and get re-excited about a lot of that stuff that may just seem like old hat. So
that's awesome.
It's very fun.
How's the writing dynamic and performance dynamic been maybe changing with Howard and maybe
Performance
Jesse?
dynamic is an easier one to answer. Jesse brings his A game, so we have to step it up, and we're older guys. I'm 40, so it's a little, we definitely were like, oh crap, this guy's gonna get nuts, so we got to get nuts too. So we've stepped up the live show tremendously. There's a lot of sweat involved.
That's great.
Which is fun though. I mean, it's better for the audience. As far as the writing dynamic, we wrote this last record before Jesse joined the band, so, music-wise. So he just went in and did what he does best, which is lyrics that are pure poetry. So we had no hesitation. We were excited that he would just, we couldn't wait to hear what he was going to come up with.
Yeah, seems like there's a lot of excitement and not like untapped turf, but it's fresh, and it's like an old dog getting a new puppy and walking around with it and just reliving its youth from the start again.
That's what it feels like too. It really feels like a solid band, and it hadn't been like that in a while. So it's just, I don't know. It's really, everyone's on the same page. It's really we've gone closer together because of the Howard split. We were going to just not talk to each other again, or we were going to get closer, and we got a lot closer. So
that's great, because especially with a band like you guys going on so long, that seldomly happens that people get closer together. They actually drift apart in a time.
It's a weird thing. We've gone through a lot of different stuff. Obviously, singer changes, but Adam had a lot of back problems and had to miss some shows and wasn't sure if he could perform anymore. And every time we have an adversity like that, it seems like we get closer and closer and closer. So this one was one of the bigger ones, and it drew us together.
That's good, man. That's good. And have you learned any Afrikaans since you've been here?
I mean, I know I can recognize things when people say them, but I can't remember anything offhand.
I'll teach you an easy one. Puss Club.
Puss Club?
Yeah, it's like bitch slap. It's the one you can always use. And have you guys had a braai, a barbecue?
Not yet. I think maybe tomorrow that's going to happen.
Awesome, dude.
I'm vegetarian, so it's not really the greatest thing for me. But
come with me. I'll braai you the best potato you've ever had.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
All right. Are you a vegetarian?
No, I'll eat anything though. But I'll keep the meat aside for you. So.
Right.
Cool. The set list as well. How's that affected? How's Jesse affected that stuff?
Well, the whole thing with Jesse was that we really needed him to sing Howard's era stuff.
Yeah.
It's some of our more popular stuff, and if he couldn't, we would have problems.
Yes.
A lot of our fans expect us to play that stuff, and we don't want to let anyone down. They're paying good money to come see us.
Yeah.
Why not play songs that they want to hear?
Exactly.
The cool thing is that Jesse has taken a lot of those songs and made them his own, and really believes in the lyrics.
Yeah.
And now he's going back into the back catalog, and we're bringing out some stuff that he normally wouldn't even know about, but he's been listening to a lot of our Howard era stuff and just saying, oh, I really like this one, I like this one, let's start playing this one. And so we've been mixing it up a lot, and we're actually playing a few songs that we swore we'd never play anymore.
That's great. It's also, I think, especially tricky for another vocalist to really get into the feel and the emotion of another writer's lyrics and stuff like that. So, I mean, that must have been a challenge all on its own as well.
That was the good news, is that he needs to believe it. He's not going to just stand up there and mouth the words and give you a flat performance. He puts his all into it, and that's the greatest thing about him.
But that's why you've got people crying at the top of their lungs, screaming, because they believe in it just as much as you guys do, and that's what people want and need and love so much, man.
Yeah, and then there's also the portion of really believing in what's going on, and then just taking the piss out of each other and having a good time. I mean, you can't really do this for too long without having a good time. You take yourself too seriously, you're going to be in a lot of heartache. There's going to be a lot of stuff that happens to you that you're not going to agree with. Where if you just laugh it off and have a good time about it, so I missed a bass break, so I played the wrong note. Yeah. Hey man, it happens, and it's funny.
Yeah, dude. I hear you, man. And it's that saying, you could die serious or you could die not so serious.
I've been in serious bands, and this is by far the funnest thing I've ever done.
It's great, man. It's great to hear it. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you for sharing your time with us. And
appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
You have yourself a kick-ass fucking show tonight.
Yeah, right on. Thank you.
Cool. I'll fry you that potato later.
Thanks.
Shot, man.